Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for being here. So today the date is the 15th of June. So at this point I've been using retinol for maybe 4 weeks. I don't know, I'm gonna put it here. I just want to give you guys my experience, my first-hand experience. This is the first time in my whole entire life that I've used retinol, and I found myself googling quite a bit, like, is this normal, is this normal, is this normal, is this normal? So I just felt like, you know, like my job is to give information on skincare. Why don't I tell you guys what my experience was? How are you? This is a very weird video, very impromptu, very random. I think these days a lot of my videos are just like that. I made an order yesterday from Store. There we go. This is the second purchase that I've gotten from them, and guys, their service is impeccable. Like, I promise you, I ordered this thing like maybe at 11 p.m. last night, and right now it's just 6 o'clock in the evening. It's 6 p.m. I don't know if you can see, and they delivered it like 10 minutes ago. Like, I'm super impressed. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I ordered retinol. It's my first time using retinol, and just like many of you, I've always been scared to use retinol, but I just was like, why don't we give it a try? I've been having breakouts. It's about time that I start doing my anti-aging treatments, so why don't we get on the retinol bandwagon? I got the SkinCeuticals Retinol 0.5. The thing with retinol is that it has different strengths, so it can go from 0.3, 0.5, at least the SkinCeuticals 0.3, 0.5, and up to 1%. And I think 1% is the highest percentage of retinol that you can find. 0.5 is not 0.3, so it's somewhere in between. It's not that strong, but it's also quite effective. So I just thought I should start there, just because my skin has been acclimatized to the acids and all those things. Then I can start on the retinol. Retinol has amazing benefits. I know a lot of us don't have a lot of information on retinol, and so that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you guys information. I'm here to let you guys know how it feels to use it, what to expect, peeling, all those things, the side effects of retinol. But on the other side, retinol has amazing benefits, and retinol is not a cheap product. Like, if you're planning to buy good retinol, it's quite expensive, so it only makes sense that if you're buying it, you know why you're buying it, you know if your skin needs it, and you're buying a good product that's actually gonna give you long-term health benefits. Good evening, guys. So I've just come from the shower, and I'm just like a moisturized neck down because I'm preparing to use the retinol for the first time. There we go. So that's what I usually use. That's what I usually use on my lips for bedtime, guys. As you can see, my skin looks very dry. When I was reading the instructions for the retinol, they said that I should do it on dry skin, and I know that if you do it on like moisturized, moist skin, it tends to like penetrate deeper. But because I'm a newbie with all of this, then I shouldn't make it too, like, I shouldn't use it on moist skin. I moisturized my whole body, I brushed my teeth, and I put on my clothes. I may have dried my skin a bit too much, considering retinol does dry out your skin, but I was not willing to take any chances because I didn't know how dry was dry. Like, was dry damp with no water, or was dry like dry like my skin dry right now? Currently I have 2 breakouts here and there that are kind of active. This is not even active, but like, yeah, as you can see, guys, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation on this side, and I do have a lot of congestion on this side of my face. This side not so much, apart from the breakout I had here and a bit of congestion just right there. You guys know that I got the SkinCeuticals 0.5, and I'm so anxious. So they say that you should use 4 to 5 drops to a dry face once daily in the evening, but I'm just gonna probably use once or twice this week, depending on how my skin feels. 1, 2, okay, how do you calculate drops? 2, 3, 4, I think. Okay, 4. I think that's enough. Like, what do you guys think? I think that's a pea size amount. They say that you should put a pea size amount, and I think that amounts to that. The thing with retinol that you need to know is that retinol can actually cause your skin to purge, and this means that I may have another wave of breakouts. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know. I guess this is better than nothing. So yeah, here we go. So usually they say, or the instructions said, that once I apply the retinol, then I should wait about 20 minutes before applying moisturizer, if at all. So I don't know if I should put on moisturizer. When I talked to the lady online on Store, she said that I shouldn't. especially because this is my first time, but I know it's gonna dry out my skin so badly. Or maybe I should just use it this way and then tomorrow just overhydrate. What does it feel like? It just feels like a really lightweight moisturizer, but it doesn't feel like hydrating or moisturizing. Like whenever you're using retinol, you're probably gonna purge and you really need to use a lot of sunscreen during the day. I'm ready for bed and I'm off to sleep, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm starting to see a bit of peeling around here. Let me just bring this closer so you guys can see. I'm starting to peel. Okay, it needs to focus. I've started peeling around here, as you can see, and the skin that is under the peeling is amazing. The skin is peeling here. I've started breaking out and purging, as you can see. I'm having 2 new breakouts for the first time that I'm not even mad at. I think this is one of them. Yeah, you can see. So I'm starting to break out and I'm not even mad at that. Like, okay, can we do this and get over this? Yesterday I didn't notice anything until like towards the evening. I started seeing a bit of redness around this area. So like I felt like for a few minutes I felt like, oh, maybe I'm resistant to retinol. Like, why am I not feeling anything? Because when I applied, it just felt like a normal moisturizer. I didn't feel like anything. And then yesterday during the day I was perfectly fine. I noticed I started to have a few breakouts around this area. It's also an area that I suffer a lot of congestion. So yesterday I noticed that, and then in the evening after my evening shower, then I noticed that I was having a bit of redness under my eyes. Is my skin overly dry? No, but it is just, it's a bit dry. Like, it's not overly like I'm gonna die dry. It's just a bit drier than usual, let me say that. Is it painful? Does it sting? I didn't feel like anything that is painful or stinging. First day I felt nothing. Yesterday saw a bit of redness. Today morning my husband is actually the one who was like, wait, you're peeling, what's going on? And that's when I noticed that I was peeling. And also the purging, I didn't realize until he mentioned it. I'm actually surprised. I thought it would burn and sting and make me hate it, but it hasn't. So yeah, that's my update. I'll probably see you guys maybe if I see any change, like just the way I saw now, then I'm gonna update you guys on how it feels like. The second time I applied, I feel like I was kind of experimenting. I used the retinol and I mixed it into my moisturizer, and that time I don't feel like I felt anything. I didn't peel, I didn't do anything, I didn't feel the effects. And then the other 2 times, so I've used it about 4 times, and I've been using them like around 5 days from the previous use, like every 5 days or every 7 days depending on how my skin feels. The only one time, which is the second time, when I used the moisturizer mixed in together with the retinol, the effects were not that bad, so to speak. So my advice would be is if you're really worried about the effects, the peeling, if you're still going out to work every day and you don't want the effects of the peeling, then maybe mix it into your moisturizer through the retinization process. And then that's kind of like an easy way to work your way into the whole using retinol. When you use retinol, you go through a process of retinization, which is your skin getting used to the retinol. And how your skin acts when you use retinol is, one, you're gonna feel a lot of dryness, a lot of peeling, redness, sensitivity. You're going to feel all these things at varying degrees. Even as of right now, I'm still peeling. So I used retinol 2 days ago, and as you can see, I'm peeling right here, I'm peeling all the way right here, I'm also peeling under my eyebrows, and right now the peeling is more flaky than like straight up peeling. I remember when I used it the first time, I was like peeling like shedding like a snake. It was incredible, at the same time scary. Right now it's more of just flaking and feeling dry and all that. Through this whole process, I haven't felt like, oh damn, I have to deal with the flaking or the peeling or the sensitivity or the purging. I haven't felt like it's something that was annoying, because in the back of my mind I knew once all this is done, then I can get the good skin, you know, like you have to kind of. So the first time I did get the redness, guys, and the sensitivity, and it wasn't painful. It was just you're aware of your skin being there when you use your products. That's what it felt like. The mistake that I had made is, after using retinol for the first time, I actually used my BHA or salicylic acid exfoliating toner the next day. So like I used the retinol on Thursday evening. Friday morning, there I was exfoliating my skin. Right now I've learned that anytime that I use retinol in the evenings, the next day my skincare routine is so basic. It's literally a cleanser, maybe a hyaluronic acid serum, and then a moisturizer, and that's just it. And then 2 days after is when I can start incorporating other things, but then 2 days after is when I start to peel. It's been an interesting process. All I would tell you is be very gentle, listen to your skin. Basically, expect purging. So I'm just going to reiterate everything. Expect purging, listen to your skin. Like guys, if your skin is sensitive, despite the fact that you've been told to use it every week, and your skin is still feeling a bit sensitive, wait on it. There's no rush in trying to get to the point where you can use your retinol every day. There's literally no rush. You are going to see some redness, you're going to see some sensitivity, you're going to see some peeling, some flaking, some dryness. That shouldn't scare you away. And yes, purging, which is also, like I said, breakout light, is gonna happen. So if you see yourself breaking out, don't think like, oh goodness, this product is not meant for me. However, if you see that you're having like more of an irritation or a rejection of a product, which is very different from purging, you can go check out my Instagram and I've explained all that. Then you need to know the difference between a breakout and purging before you can decide. The other thing is, have I seen a difference? The thing with retinoids, specifically retinol, you don't see, allegedly, don't see the results until up to 3 months. I think I have, considering that I haven't broken out. Like the breakouts that I've had are non-existent. Like I'll have a breakout today, tomorrow or the day after it's gone. Like it's not anything. So I haven't had a breakout in probably 2.5 weeks now, and not even a whitehead on site. And I'm so excited because whiteheads were a daily, weekly, every time happening thing situation for me. So I'm happy not to have those whiteheads, and I'm happy that I haven't had them for quite a while. So I have instantly noted that I'm not having breakouts, despite the fact that I was exfoliating my skin, I was using salicylic acid, I was using AHAs and BHAs, I had a proper skincare routine, I was using non-comedogenic products, but I was still having whiteheads, and the only thing that has been able to solve that has been the retinol. Do what you want with that information. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to DM me, feel free to comment in the comment section, and I'll be happy to help you. Otherwise, I will be doing a full-on video explaining the difference between retinol, retinoids, retinoic acid, retin A, all the R's in skincare. I'm gonna be explaining them to you. This has been my experience, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Let me tell you guys, retinol is that girl. She's the girl that she thinks that she is, and I'm excited I discovered that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.